Welcome to Mind Evolution. We've spent years speaking with and learning from the world's most successful people, and they all have one thing in common. They conquered the silent enemy that holds almost everyone else back. In this explainer, we're not just going to talk about it, we're giving you their blueprint for victory.
So let's just get real for a second. Have you ever found yourself putting off something really important, knowing you should be doing it, but you just feel stuck, trapped in this endless loop of, I'll do it tomorrow? Deep down, you know this is robbing you of opportunities, pushing your dreams farther and farther away. It's stopping you from living the life you know you deserve. Okay, let's dive into what we're really up against here. Because this isn't just a bad habit, It's much more than that. It's a silent enemy, an invisible force that is actively trying to sabotage your success from the inside out.
Here's why procrastination is so incredibly dangerous. It disguises itself as comfort. Your mind literally tells you, hey, tomorrow's a better day to start, or you just need a little more information, or let's wait for the right time. But here's the brutal truth. Every single time you give in, you're training your brain to fail. You're actually programming yourself for a life of just drifting with no real direction.
This right here, this gets to the absolute heart of the matter. Procrastination isn't really born from laziness. It's born from doubt. It's born from indecision. Every time you hesitate, you're feeding that enemy. But you know what? This quote also holds the key to destroying it for good. So how do we fight back? What's the secret? Well, it's not about finding some magical bolt of motivation out of the blue. It's about making one single, powerful choice. Look at this. This is the fundamental difference. This is the fork in the road. People who achieve incredible things, they don't wait until they feel ready. They decide, and they decide before they're ready. They get this fundamental law of psychology. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. They stop asking, should I do this? And they start asking, how can I do this? That tiny shift in language, it changes absolutely everything. So, here's the most crucial point, the thing you have to get. You do not need the perfect plan. You don't need to be 100% sure. What you need is to make a choice, any choice, and take immediate action on it. That one act shatters the mental pattern of delay and puts you right back in the driver's seat. All right, so you've made that first move. Awesome, but how do you keep going? How do you make it stick? The answer is in one of the most powerful forces in the universe, momentum. This is the secret that makes every next step easier and more natural than the last.
Think about it like this: a massive locomotive sitting still on the tracks. It can be stopped by a tiny block of wood. But once that same locomotive is barreling down the tracks at full speed, it'll smash through a concrete wall. Your mind works the exact same way. Procrastination keeps you at a standstill, where every little obstacle seems huge. But once you start moving, you become an unstoppable force.
So how do you get that train moving? It's actually really simple. Don't think about the whole journey. Just focus on a tiny, micro commitment. If you need to write a whole report, just commit to writing one sentence. That's it. If you want to start going to the gym, just commit to putting on your workout clothes. Take that tiny first step, and what you'll find is that your brain naturally wants to keep going. It wants to finish what it started. Check this out. Every single day, you are given 86,400 seconds. Think of it like a bank account that gets a fresh deposit every morning, but it resets to zero at midnight. Anything you don't use is just gone, forever. Momentum is fueled by this urgency. You have to realize that time is your most valuable asset. Stop letting it just disappear.
Now, the most successful people in the world, they take this a step further. They literally eliminate the option of retreat. This whole principle comes from ancient military strategy. When an army would cross a bridge to invade enemy territory, the general would order the bridge to be burned behind them. Their only options were to win or to perish. When you remove your own escape routes, your mind achieves this state of absolute clarity. Forward becomes the only direction there is.
And this all leads us to the final, and honestly, the most important transformation. This isn't just about getting stuff done. It's about fundamentally changing who you are. It's about shifting from being someone who tries to act to someone who is a person of action.
Let's be honest, motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, right? It depends on a mood, on a feeling. But your identity, that's permanent. Think about it. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth in the morning. You just do it. Why? Because you are a person who has good hygiene. The goal is to make action and productivity the exact same way. Not something you do when you feel like it, but something you do because that's just who you are.
So how do you forge this new identity? You commit to a 30-day challenge.
Pick one key goal and commit to taking one small action on it every single day for 30 days. No exceptions, no excuses. The point isn't even about the results in those 30 days. It's about teaching your brain, rewiring it, to understand that action is a non-negotiable part of your identity now.
So when you boil it all down, it comes to this. You can leave this explainer and go right back to waiting for that perfect moment that, let's be honest, is never going to come. Or you can make a choice, right here, right now, to become the person who acts. You already have every tool you need. The choice is yours. And that's really the core belief we explore here at Mind Evolution. Your transformation isn't some far-off dream, it's a decision that you can make today. We focus on giving you the insights and the tools that turn that potential you have into actual reality. Now, if you are truly ready to take this to the next level, we invite you to explore our premium package. It's where we have exclusive deep dive explainers, guided exercises to put all these principles into practice, and even powerful meditations to sharpen your focus. It's the next logical step in your evolution. If this was valuable for you, help us spread the word. Hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and of course, subscribe to join a community of people who are committed to building their best lives, one decision at a time. Let's do this.
Thank you so much for your time and your attention, but remember, all the knowledge in the world is useless without action. The decision is, and it always will be, in your hands. Act now.